there, everybody. Welcome back to the episode of Reverse 1999 with Starborn Feline. So this is going to be a shorter episode. So we are just going to the new world special. This is basically an in between on chapters 7 and 8. Excuse me. Basically, I won't really comment too much about this until the very end. What's going to happen for the time being is, like I said, I'm just going to go through the shorts, and then we'll go from there. These are, like I said, I saw this on my quote-unquote main account. Basically, these are just going to be small chats, but they reveal a lot about the story and all that. So let me just mute myself while we go through them, and then I'll make comments at the end.
That's the stuff. Nothing beats a Dr. Pepper after saving the day. What? Are you worrying about other things? We just took down Arcana and snagged the storm immunity. Why not kick back for a minute, mate? The best bit about this whole thing is I ended up with 2 ships in one day. Let's treat ourselves to fizzy drinks and get all puffed up today!
Sorry. Again, I didn't really read these myself because I wanted to react to them once we actually got to these videos. So I just skipped. I didn't realize there was actually choices in there. Let's see. Sure. Let's just take the last can of Dr. Pepper.
To Vertain!
What does the Great Rocking Pirate think of the voyage? Do you think we'll ever make it back to our own time? I have to go. Thanks for the Dr. Pepper. What does the Great Pirate think of this voyage?
Aside from my sinking ship? Not too shabby. Plenty of adventures, surprises, and treasures. The only problem? This bloody island. So many rules! Can't even eat beans without getting a lecture. What's with the Abraxas biting people? What's with people biting people? Don't they understand that rules are made to be broken? No way people this obstinate could ever write good lyrics. Can you imagine? 6 spitting rhymes. I'm dead.
No, judge a book by its
Let's
cover.
be honest, that last meal was absolutely smashing. They went out with a bang, didn't they? Striding into the storm to prove their beliefs? How cool was that? I was half tempted to join them, but I reined it in. Not today. This rockin' pirate will never suffer the same fate of those number crunchers. Because my grand finale will be the one that rocks the world, mate.
Why did you have to go and say that? Why did you have to go and raise that flag, Regulus? I have to go. Thanks for the Dr. Pepper.
Glad you enjoyed that. If you ever want more Dr. Pepper, I'm here for you.
Okay, so change of plans, because apparently there are going to be choices I need to make. So I'll just proceed onwards and read them as they come.
Vertain? What's wrong? I'm calculating the perfect time to set sail.
Sorry, that was my phone. I didn't realize I had my speaker on. I know a person who only speaks in numbers. What do you plan to do once you leave the island? I should get going. What do you plan to do once we leave the island?
This question is unresolved. The outside world is too murky, too distant from the essence. My mind becomes clouded and dull, limiting the power of my arcane skills. But maybe I can take it on as a new project. Make this murky world clean again. I think it will be a lot of fun. Sophia will love it too. If she comes back.
I should get going.
I think we'll meet again soon.
Hey, Vertain! Come drink with me. Only kids like Regulus drink soda. You should get used to vodka.
I'm underage too.
Sheesh. You were never the model student, but now you sound like one. If you're not into drinking holy water, at least chat with me. Or the joy of drinking will be lost.
Why did you decide to become a pilot? Have you heard anything from Zeno? Why did you decide to become a pilot?
Now that's a topic to get the sips flowing. Who isn't up for a little reminiscing while drinking? I became a pilot because I love flying, obviously. Ah, the wind rushing past you, the thrill of acceleration. The weightlessness and adrenaline while chasing the enemy. The best part is the screaming when you slice apart their plane. Call me disloyal if you want, but to me, Zeno was just a place to get a pilot's license. Ever since I got my papers and an aircraft, I had been looking for a place to fly freely. In Zeno, I needed a mission to fly. At the Foundation, my role would have been reduced to a mere instructor. So I looked for a place with endless problems, where I could have unlimited fun in the air. Can you guess where I ended up? Your suitcase.
I should get going.
Пока! Maybe you can join me for another ride sometime. Not like the last time when you were sick, but in an actual air fight.
Lilia. Be careful with that one. She bites.
gentleman who can help me. Oh, it's Vertain. Hooray! Could you act the part of a gentleman and help me carry this suitcase? What's in it? The moving pictures of Typhon I chose for my new island friends, including Typhon and the Auto Island, Typhon and the Pegasus, Typhon and the battle against Jupiter. All are perfect gifts for new friends. I know what you're worrying about, but don't worry. Miss Morsel approved my request, so I asked the Foundation to make copies for everyone. Even though she said something like, no copyright issues in this time and year. Is copying not right in this era? Typhon never cared about such details when sharing with friends. Could you carry the suitcase for me? Bless your heart.
Of course. Leave it to me.
Thanks again, Vertain. Say, do you happen to know of any dark and empty rooms? We can enjoy Typhon's moving pictures on a wall there with our new friends.
Let's see. How have things been at the Foundation? So since there's been another storm, you can leave Typhon to me. How have things been at the Foundation lately?
Thank you for asking, Vertain. Everyone at the Foundation may look tough, but they're all really friendly. You see, they only asked for 500,000 Sharpodontes as the compensation for turning the Foundation building into a treehouse. 500,000! Can you believe it? That's not even worth a dragon's heart. I have a feeling the so-called compensation was just a gesture to alleviate my guilt. They were too considerate to embarrass a lady. How chivalrous they were. Besides, I also got acquainted with the great Miss Buonish. She is a lovely lady who has been guiding me through the Foundation. I would have loved to hold a ball to show my appreciation, but Mr. Carson told me that if a lady always responds with, "I need to think about it," then her answer is no. Perhaps she's not into balls. Have you known Miss Buonish for long, Vertain? Could you possibly share her interest with me?
You can leave Typhon to me.
I knew it, Vertain. You must really enjoy lugging suitcases around.
Sotheby's understanding of money continues to baffle me. Well, I guess that's what happens when you're rich. If 500,000 isn't like a huge amount to you, then you're probably in a different league altogether. Not just different tax bracket, like an entire different league, plane of existence.
A beautiful morning to you, Vertain. As you described, this is a forest worth looking forward to. Branches of the trees are arranged in a perfect pattern, showing a sense of harmony and unity. I can see the gentle and caring nature of the guardian of the forest.
That is high praise.
Indeed, all branches follow the same pattern and grow in the same way. The edges of squares give rise to triangles, and the edges of triangles give rise to squares. I may not be familiar with this trimming style, but I can hear the trees humming with joy.
That pattern is called the Pythagoras tree.
I have heard of this Pythagoras. He was a mathematician. Little did I know that his theorem could be expressed on trees. My respects to the sagacity of the ancients.
How have you been keeping? Arcana has finally been defeated. I should get going. I really should stop reading that last one. Arcana has finally been defeated. What's your opinion? You worked with her for a little while, so I'm curious to hear what you have to say.
Defeating Arcana. I am not certain she can be defeated. To defeat an entity like her, one must first understand her intentions. Manus Vindicte's purpose is clear, but Arcana's is a mystery. She didn't care about anything based on the time I spent with her. In accordance with the laws of nature, fruits fall, seeds take root, and trees bear new produce. The tree can be pruned, its fruit thinned, and even cut down to change its appearance. Yet the inherent law of nature cannot be altered. To me, Arcana is like an unchangeable law, one without any purpose. It cannot be overcome, just as it cannot be changed.
I should get going.
I would love to talk to the trees again. They are delightful. Farewell for now.
Okay. So this does back up what I was saying towards the end of the last video when Arcana was defeated. So basically, this is I want to see this kind of like a Joker situation where Arcana is the type of person who marches to the beat of her own drum. She doesn't care about anything but her own interest. But I don't think that's quite right either. Like she at least has goals in mind. Joker just wanted to see the, well, you can call this a goal, but I feel like Arcana isn't just looking to see the world burn. She actually wants something more than that. Joker just wanted to see the world burn. But let's move on to the next one.
Nice to meet you, Timekeeper. I have intended to visit you, but training interfered. Forgive me for meeting you like this instead.
Training?
Yes, training. I was instructed to leave Laplace and go on a vacation. Just as I was wondering where and how I was going to accomplish this task, Madame Z recommended your suitcase. So I prepared this spare body for easier communication with the members in your suitcase. Considering the presence of underage individuals, I opted for a softer material. Hopefully, they will be comfortable with the temperature of my metal. As for my training, it is to master the art of resting. I would like to inquire, how does one define the concept of resting?
Resting is when you stop working for a while. Resting is when you focus on keeping yourself in good shape. I would say this is the better one. Yes, you stop working for a while, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to. Or resting doesn't necessarily mean to stop working completely. It just means you're doing something else to let yourself recharge. Sometimes that's drawing. Sometimes that's just sitting around reading. It can be any number of things. That's what resting means to me, anyway.
I am glad that you and I have come to the same conclusion. Based on my observations, resting is what one does to recharge their physical and mental systems. Through the combination of a balanced diet, suitable exercise, and sufficient sleep. But these measures do not work for the awakened. I require no sleep. My sustenance is electricity, and exercise quickens my deterioration. I suppose the closest definition of resting is the continuous charging of electricity. But from your perspective, can this not be categorized as the sin of gluttony?
I'll catch up with you later. We can discuss it then. That is a fine
See
line.
you soon, Timekeeper. Remember, we still need to complete the resting plan.
So that's the fine line you're talking about there, Lucy, and that is, that's something we can go back and forth on all day. So anyway.
It's a 7-letter word. The second letter is A and the third letter I. Failing, failure, jailing, painful. No, not these. Open your mind.
What about rainbow?
Good one. Then the 6 is O, the start of opportunity. Wait, who's talking? There is no one around me. Is the IGM talking? Are you an awakened one?
This is Vertain speaking.
The timekeeper? I was so relaxed I forgot to check the microphone. Most of the staff is preparing funerals for the deceased. If you have anything to say, I'll pass it on.
The crossword puzzle was pretty pessimistic. Household Plus been with Lucy gone. Yeah, let's go with that one.
She dumped a mess on Ulrich and I. The research team will become its own department and focus on studying the equilibrium umbrella. And Ulrich and I are going to head it. Once he's done with his hunger strike, we'll have to decide who's going to be in charge of all the boring stuff Madame Lucy couldn't be bothered to deal with. Stuff like politics, getting along with people, and working with other organizations. I must say that Laplace is being overly technocentric here. They couldn't find anyone else to head the department, except for this unsociable researcher, and this awakened thing that can't even show emotions like a normal person. The social scene at Laplace is going to be a disaster.
Alright, I'll leave you to your puzzles then.
So were you just here for small talk? I was told it would help with my resocialization. Thanks.
Yeah, no, I kind of get where he's coming from there, but yeah, that's a messy subject and a half. Politics. Unfortunately, you can't get away from them. Put a jacket on her.
It's hot. Please move these people out into the hallway. This room's turning into a sauna. Vertain? Thanks for the jacket, but I doubt anyone will catch a cold in this weather. It's been a while since we saw each other outside the Foundation, hasn't it? I should probably thank you for the extra work you're causing me. Finally, I have a chance to escape the daily grind and enjoy some fresh air.
Even though some of the Foundation staff are starting to see me as your go-between. Whatever. It's nice to get away from the screaming patients once in a while. Here, the equilibrium umbrellas you requested.
Have you considered a different job? How have the LaPlace Rangers been doing since the curse? Have you considered a different job, Mesmer? You don't exactly seem to be enjoying your current position.
To do what? Be your errand girl? Sadly, the number of people losing their minds only increased over the years. I'll never be able to leave this job. You should continue your efforts, Vertain. Find ways to minimize the impact of the storm on people, as you did with the equilibrium umbrella. That'll save me a lot of trouble.
Thanks for bringing the umbrellas.
It's no big deal. Just part of the job. Now, if you don't mind, please verify the delivery and confirm receipt of the items you requested. The faster you count, the sooner I can take a break.
Ah, Matilda. This is gonna be a fun one.
Aha! Finally caught you! Think you can hide from me? Did you really think you could sneak off to the twist ball without the knowledge of the monitor assistant Matilda?
Twist ball.
You can't fool me. The lovely Sotheby has given away the details of your plan. You should feel lucky that I'm soft-hearted and generous with other people's mistakes. Now, if you invite me to this ball, I will forget about what happened.
There is no twist ball, Matilda.
Do you really expect me to believe that? Do you mean that? Was Miss Sotheby pulling a prank on me?
Perhaps she forgot that she was supposed to hold the ball.
So no one was left out. Elle ne va pas se lancer dans une danse du twist fou. You'd better be telling the truth. I hope you will come up with a more tasteful event next time. And be sure to invite me. As the monitor assistant, I am obligated to be there and supervise.
You're welcome to join us. You can be part if you like. You're welcome to join us anytime.
Join you? You mean living here with you? Also with her? You can't trick me into breaking the rules. I will become a Foundation investigator all on my own. And I will outdo you and Sonetto in this position. By then, you will be hoping to join me, not the reverse.
Would you mind excuse me? I'll catch up with you soon.
Which is not another ball without me, I should hope. You're cleverer than this Vertain. You know you can't fool me. I will be watching.
Could you make yourself sound any more creepy, Matilda? Her creature is a duck, so that makes sense. She's a little goofy.
Congratulations, Vertain. The Foundation is pleased with your recent performance. I am here to award you on behalf of the Foundation. I know you're not a fan of these ceremonies, so here's your medal and a brief statement on your achievements.
I can't express how much I appreciate your help, Madam Z.
That was nothing compared to what you and your friends have done. Even though we now have the Equilibrium umbrella to shield us from the storm, we still have ways to go before we can truly understand it. We will get there, Vertain. Slowly but surely.
Is there a new mission?
No need to rush, Vertain. Take your time and rest. Enjoy the company of your friends before you set out again. Don't worry about the reports. I'll handle them. You've been busy ever since becoming the timekeeper, and you deserve a break.
Good morning. Or evening, my lady. Just as expected, the wine on this island is exquisite. This apple, pledges to personally take on the task of documenting these wines and preserving their names for posterity. They will be called Cuvée Aperon, in honor of this respectable school of thought.
Regulus, no. But the School of Vertain would be has been divided.
It pains this apple to the core that such a talented group of scholars parted ways over philosophical differences, Miss Vertain. Disagreements are not always bad. Sometimes the spark of progress comes from the friction of ideas. The flaws in the foundation of calculus weren't discovered by a mathematician, but by a theologian heavily involved in the study of religion. And for that, we should be grateful to him for bringing it to light. His insights revealed weaknesses in the concept of infinitesimals, prompting a need for improvement. Thanks to his criticisms, mathematics was spared from becoming a palace of errors and lies. This apple believes that the current differences in the school of Aperon will eventually lead to a greater unity. We should toast to differences.
I should probably be off.
Bon voyage, Miss Vertain.
Hey, Vertain, what a lucky surprise. I'm setting up a new Goldberg machine. This place is going to be a hub. When a seagull glides over the ocean and builds a nest on one end of this lever, a stone will be flung from the other end, which will fly all the way to... Well, the fun will be spoiled if I tell you now. See for yourself when I'm done. Why don't we talk about something else? Like Laplace? You might want to hear what a mess it is over there.
Yes, the plot said who... Let's see... I heard an awakened employee started a hunger strike.
You mean Ulrich? He's still on hunger strike, camping out in front of the committee building day in and day out. He was alone at first, then some human researchers and arcanists joined him. Even though none of them could last as long as Ulrich. Eventually, the Foundation employees arrived, pushing a cart full of food. Ulrich's scream of "Traitors!" was so loud that it was hard to believe he could make such a sound. But he also has a lot of work to do, so I assume he'll be there a few days, and we'll have to end the strike as deadlines approach.
I better get going myself then.
I'll catch you later. I've got a couple of gadgets to tune up.
Good morning, Timekeeper. We have finally completed all of our assigned tasks. The Foundation gave me a break, but I don't know what to do with my free time. Would you mind if I spent some time with you?
Certainly. We can chat a little.
Thank you, Timekeeper. I wanted to talk to you about the mission we just had. Especially about Sophia. Sorry, this is about to sound like a work report. I'm not very good at small talk. Can you start the conversation?
Say what you will, she is best girl. I guess what's your plan moving forward?
I will do everything in my power to prevent tragedies like Sophia's and Schneider's from happening again. No matter how impossible it may seem right now, I will find a way. Sorry, those were big words, I know. What I really want to do is to keep being your assistant, Timekeeper. For it is my duty and my own will. Let us do this together, Timekeeper.
Okay, sorry, I have other things I need to tend to.
It's okay, Timekeeper. Don't let me keep you. I'm not going anywhere. We can talk later when you have time.
Hello? Miss Vertain, what brings you here? Have they finally decided my verdict? I hope my recent actions were enough to prove my innocence.
Can you find a person for me?
Certainly. Which DJ do you have in mind? Or are we looking for updates on a particular politician? From AM to FM, I'll scan through all the frequencies just for you.
The name is Erd.
Ah, the biographer. She is the reason we embarked on this great journey. What intrigues you about her?
I can't be sure. It's just a gut feeling.
Oh, I didn't mean to pry. I will gladly help and pay close attention to the name. If it comes up in the news, I'll let you know right away.
I shall leave you to your leisure then.
In that case, why don't we enjoy a little pampering time together? We could slather ourselves in machine oil, bask in the sun, and let the rays zap our impurities away.
Okay. Claim everything. On. A good number of supplies and useful items. And new dress for best girl. Ah, I love that outfit.
The lake is overflowing. It's cold, just like a flowing line. Wait, where am I?
That was her original summoning line, for those who don't remember. And so with that, we've closed the book. We closed the book on this chapter. I do want to just let you know, this video is probably going to come out a little while, so I haven't seen. No, yeah, this video is probably going to come out a little way into the future. I imagine the rate I'm going, this video probably won't be out until around like December, mid to maybe late December, depending on how far out we go. I am still saving up on videos. If I can actually hit a point where I have enough videos, I might start posting nearly daily, like probably Monday through Friday, as far as video goes, and then give myself a chance on Saturdays and Sundays to rest and record for a while. It just depends on where I can get to as far as my videos go. But for the time being, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below so these videos get picked up. And I excitedly wait the next chapter of the story with y'all. Until then, this has been Starborn Feline saying, be kind. Let's greet something new tomorrow, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, thanks so much for watching, and remember, goodbye!